don't know. People love to say just calm down, as if being calm is a light switch and not a full body event that your nervous system has strong opinions about. If you grew up in chaos, then calm doesn't feel relaxing. It feels suspicious, like the quiet right before something explodes, like you're waiting for the other shoe to drop, except you don't know where the shoe is or who's holding it. You just know that silence has never meant safety for you. If yelling, unpredictability, or emotional whiplash were normal in your house, your nervous system got very good at one thing, and that was staying ready. Being alert wasn't something that felt over dramatic for you, it was smart. And calm wasn't a neutral feeling. Calm was the pause before the impact. So when someone tells you to relax now, your body doesn't hear wellness. What it hears is brace yourself. That's why healthy relationships can feel weirdly uncomfortable for some people, because there's no crisis to manage, no emotional landmines to tiptoe around, no temperature to constantly monitor. So your nervous system, not used to the peace and quiet, goes, something about this feels wrong. Let me create some anxiety. And not because anything is actually wrong, but because it's just unfamiliar. And then we talk about how chaos gets mistaken for chemistry. If intensity was your baseline growing up, then loud emotions, fast attachments, dramatic highs and lows, they feel normal. Calm relationships are boring. Quiet people are uninteresting. Consistency is suspicious. This this doesn't necessarily mean that you're broken. You're just collaborated or wired for survival instead of stability. A lot of people who grew up in chaos also confuse calm with suppression. In some homes, silence meant that someone was holding it all together until they weren't. So when things are peaceful, your body doesn't exhale. What it does is start scanning, and it waits. It prepares. Calm feels like the calm before the storm and not the absence of a storm. Slowing down can feel very terrifying for those same reasons. When everything finally gets quiet and all the emotions that you've been outrunning show up at your door, the grief, anger, fear, they don't knock politely. So staying busy starts to make you feel safer. You're overworking, overgiving, overthinking, overexplaining, anything you can do just to keep the stillness from settling in too deep. Then comes the criticism, the self judgment. Why can't I just relax? Why am I so bad at self care? Well, you're not bad at peace. You're just very good at survival. Your nervous system learned that vigilance was the wise thing to do. And rest wasn't a luxury that you were handed. It's something that you have to practice now. And when calm finally shows up, it can feel wrong. You might get uneasy when nothing's going wrong, you know? You might start nitpicking at perfectly good situations. You might mistrust emotionally steady people because unpredictability feels more familiar to you. That's conditioning. It's not a character flaw. And some people even create movement when things slow down. They poke at relationships. They bring up old arguments, stay constantly in motion because stillness, it kind of removes the distraction. And distraction has been what's been carrying a lot of the weight for a long time. So learning to tolerate calm isn't about forcing yourself to relax. It's about teaching your nervous system that quiet doesn't equal danger anymore, that stability doesn't require constant vigilance, that nothing catastrophic happens when things are steady. And that takes repetition, not necessarily willpower. Calm gets easier when it's given in small doses. A short pause, a brief moment of rest, tiny experiences of safety that don't end in chaos. Over time, your body updates its expectations. So calm stops feeling like a threat and starts feeling like an option. The goal isn't for you to pretend that your past didn't shape you. It's to stop letting your past run your present. You don't have to become someone who loves silence overnight. You just have to become someone who can stay present without bracing for impact all of the time. If calm feels unsafe, you're not defective. Your nervous system just learned early that peace was temporary and vigilance was smart. Now you get to teach it something new, slowly, gently, and without shame. Because calm isn't the absence of danger, it's the presence of safety. And your body is absolutely allowed to learn that, even if it wasn't something that you grew